Hi guys, and welcome to Bomb Anime. It's your girl,
Ruka.
and Big Boy Simon here, bringing you another wild card. As you know, season 2 of Dr.Stone is coming out, and we just want to talk about it. You know what it is. Let's get right into it.
So we've got the trailers out. I think the last trailer came out about a month ago. But since Dr. Stone is now coming out on the 14th of January, and I cannot wait, let's talk about it. So, I don't know if any of you guys have watched the episode 0 that crunchyroll let out a little while ago. And at the end of it was a bit of a recap, but at the end of it, we did get a little sneak peek into what we might be seeing in this following season. So we've got some new characters, and it is the start of the war. And we've also seen a little bit of Homura. She's the girl that Senku tried to sort of soften up with the candy floss, but it seems like that didn't work. So I'm just kind of wondering how Senku is able to, let's say, revive the people that he's reviving. How does he know that they'll be a good fit and they'll follow him?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one, because let's be honest, Brains and Brawns has been going at it for years now in the real world. And it's only when them two decided to work along each other is when we started to get better technology, better things going on and whatnot. Now we're having a literal war of Brains and Brawns. This is the Stone Wars. I can't wait to see what's going to happen, because let's be honest, science comes out with cool weapons and Brawns is just your hands and little primitive stuff. So I'm kind of on the science side here, but I do kind of empathize with Tsukasa's worldview in the sense that grown-ups, technology, all of that stuff has ruined the world. Look at global warming, look at all of that stuff. Let's be honest, some science has made the world a worse place. And I get what Tsukasa's saying, but I'm just here for the fight, to be honest. Because these two going head to head. They're both smart, they both have a plan, they both have a vision, and I just can't wait.
Firstly, I think that what Tsukasa is doing is anyone that he revives and doesn't fit into his worldview, he just gets rid of. We've seen that he's not afraid to kill someone. He actually attempted to kill Senku and thought that he might have. And in terms of what you were saying, in terms of Brain and Brawn and science doing certain bad things, I don't really believe in that, because the way I see it, both science and brawn can do either good or bad, and it really, the thing that comes into play that switches it from one side to the other is always greed. It's not the science, it's the greed behind it. A lot of things that are used by scientists or created could be used for a good reason or a bad reason. Like, it depends whose hands it's in, and it depends where the money is coming. As far as I'm concerned, whenever there's something bad that's going down, the only thing you need to do is follow the trail of money. But back to Dr. Stone. In terms of the loyalty, I feel like Tsukasa must be only getting the people that believe in what he believes in, which is to start fresh, get rid of the corrupt people, and get rid of the old people with old views, and keep the young people that can be more molded. And I guess he thinks that this is going to be a better society. But either way, history repeats itself.
Surely Tsukasa can see that there is a need for some technology. Because even if it's a case where you got rid of Senku and snuffed out technology, someone else is going to come up in the future trying to make things better. So eventually he's gonna need someone like Senku on his team. And who better to have than someone who has the whole 2 million years or 2 billion years of science behind him, right in his head, ready to go from now. He's making a cell phone in the Stone Age. He made antibiotics. He made certain things already that should not be possible this early on with this primitive land. And he's doing it. I'm here for it. Come on, Senku. Let's go forward, build some more stuff, let the world get back to how it was. But as you said, it's greed that causes the bad thing. So if it is greed that causes the bad thing, surely these two can reconcile. It has nothing to do with fighting each other. There's no need for it.
I think that your point of view is completely disregarding how Tsukasa feels. I don't think that Tsukasa is trying to stop science ever coming through. He might be brawny, but he's also extremely smart. He's not stupid. He's shown throughout the whole of season 1 that he is smart. He understands things. The problem is he doesn't want someone like Senku who is going to restore it straight away. I don't think that Tsukasa minds science coming up, but let's look at the Stone Village. This Stone Village has been here since Senku's dad's aircraft came back to the world.
Yeah.
They've been there that long, and all that Chrome has been able to do is very basic scientific things. Yes, he's been able to do certain things, but he has not been able to do many things. So with Senku gone, a lot of things disappear. Yes, it will come back, but it will come back extremely slowly. If you think about how long it took society to get to the point we are at now in terms of science, technology, engineering, all of that, it's taken so long for us to get to this point, and we might think that we're all great right now, but I bet in another 100 or so years, we're gonna be so much further. So if all of that was lost, it's gonna take a long time to get back to that point. So I don't think that Tsukasa wants the science back before he can control the minds of the people, change the thought processes of the people, and get rid of all the people who he already seems to be corrupt that will continue on their corrupt ideologies, the politicians, everyone that's in control.
Okay, I hear that, but let's talk about the Stone Wars a little bit. I asked this question of earlier, you guys who've already seen some of our videos and our shorts and whatnot. What was the point of cell phones? And you said because, you know, they want to live in a technological world. They remember what it was like to live there, and that's just the beginning. And now it's going to get better and better if they let Senku live and so on and so forth, right?
No, I said the point in having cell phones is to be able to win the war, because communication is one of the most important things to winning a war. They even said why they were doing it in season 1. He said that you can spread misinformation and you'll be able to communicate way easier than anyone would be in this type of world, because how are you going to be able to communicate? People are going to have to go from one point to the other, and that takes a lot of time, whereas a cell phone is just
instant. So with this instant communication, I haven't seen him make any weapons. I haven't seen him make anything like guns or whatnot. We did see it like in the season 0, the episode 0, or one of the trailers maybe, how he made a flash grenade and whatnot.
Episode 0.
Episode 0, right. But where is the actual penetrative weaponry that we need to fight Braun with? Because they're coming with spears and agility and strength and all of that stuff. And let's be honest, Dr. Stone, you're not good in a fight, mate. So, like, where's your guns? Where's your, like, missile launchers? Where's your, you know, your satellite-reaching guided missiles? Like, where's all that stuff, bro? Bruv, you made a cell phone in the Stone Age. I don't care. I put nothing past you. Where is all that stuff, bro?
You're doing too much right now. They already ran out of gunpowder in season 1, so we know that they didn't really have any, and it took him a while to get to that point where he could get gunpowder. He's not able to do all of the things that he's able to do. I'm kind of worried for Senku and his team at this point, even though, yeah, okay, we saw the flashbangs. They're not very lethal.
Yeah.
At least not these ones. I know that they can be lethal if they're in close enough proximity. However, these ones didn't seem like they would be the lethal type. And then he also made a UV light. We don't really know anything else that they have made, and also they're quite low on people. Right now, Tsukasa really does have the upper hand because he has the formula to actually get as many soldiers as he needs, and we're already seeing new characters. I don't know whose side they're on at the moment, but it does kind of seem like it would be Tsukasa's side. The only thing that Senku can do is turn the people from Tsukasa's side onto his side, but that takes time and convincing, and they don't really have that kind of time right now. He managed to get rid of Tsukasa's people by bluffing with the hand grenade, but that's not going to happen this time. He's got people from his side infiltrating Tsukasa's side. It's just not looking good.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared as well. I want to know what's going on. I'm on my seat here and I really can't wait until the 14th, till it comes out, because to be honest, I need to know. How are you gonna win the war without any lethal weapons, bruv? I'm just saying. Or do you have some lethal weapons in the bag that you're just not telling us? I need to know, you need to know, we need to know. Come on, guys, let us know.
I also want to know how many people at this point has Tsukasa killed, because we know that he was running around smashing statues, which obviously kills the person that's inside, and he was killing parents. It was actually really sad when I saw there was like 3 statues. There was a little girl holding both her parents' hands, and he just came through and smashed the hell out of the parents. So he's actually creating a lot of societal problems with what he's doing. So we're also going to have to deal with the aftermath of these people who have been revived and their closest family and loved ones have been killed by Tsukasa. So I guess there is that on Senku's side. He might actually be getting people by default who have had their loved ones basically destroyed by Tsukasa. But Tsukasa is also smart, so I feel like he would be leaving those types of people for last before he revives them. I really wished that Senku had been looking for another spot where he could get those fluids so he could be building his own revival fluid again, because the statues are everywhere. He could have also been building his own army, I guess. So I don't know, in some ways he's so forward thinking, and in some ways I feel like maybe a little bit short-sighted. No matter how much technology he has, it's not going to be great if he's so vastly outnumbered. I mean, we've seen this in history. Like, let's look at the Zulus, for instance. They had very primitive weapons, and the British came through with their guns and everything, and they ended up losing. They managed to win with primitive weapons over the technology, which we don't see that often, to be honest, when it comes to warfare. Usually the people with the best technology usually wins, but that is not always the case.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I mean, it's not looking good, Senku. It's just not looking good, but I'm here for it. As I said, I really want to see it.
I do too. But also from the trailers, I just feel that we're not going to find out who did this or why. So maybe that's a season 3 thing, maybe a season 4. I don't know how many seasons we're going to get out of Dr. Stone, but I do feel like it could go for quite a while.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it's got legs. It can definitely go for ages, because it has so much lore that hasn't been explained, so much. I mean, we've got 3,700 years of history that we don't know about yet. So we need to, we got so much stuff that they can go deep in. And I just hope it just carries on giving us the good that it gave us in season 1. I don't want it to fall off like so many animes where season 1 is banging, they come up with a cool concept and then it flattens out. I don't want that. I really don't. And based on the trailers are deceiving. Some trailers are amazing and the anime is flat, and some trailers are not amazing and the anime is great. So I'm just hoping that this is one of them ones where the trailer is great, the anime is great, and season 2 just gives me the same vibes that season 1 gave me in terms of on my seat watching Senku's story.
I also will say that even though Tsukasa does kind of seem like he has the upper hand at this moment, we don't know how strong his team are. We do know that Hanmura is quite loyal because she wasn't swayed by the candy floss or the science that Senku had to offer, and she has been spying on them quite obviously from the end of season 1. But we don't know how loyal everybody else is, because we did see that Asagiri Gen, he came around quite easily. All he needed was some Coca-Cola and he was already sold. So we don't know how strong the team is as a whole. We haven't seen too much of Tsukasa's team. We don't know if they're there because they're totally terrified of him or if they really do believe in what he's doing. So there is that as well that can come into play in the season. I cannot wait. I will be watching on Crunchyroll on the 14th of January. Drop your comments down below and don't forget to let us know what you think of the season, what you thought of the trailer, and of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Peace.